Hi, everyone.
Hello, hello. Welcome to our very first episode of our podcast. Who's excited?
Okay, I hope I like how I looked when I just did that. Now I'm overthinking everything I'm doing. Okay.
Low key. Welcome to our very first episode. My name is Emily,
My name is Mari.
and we're very nervous to be here today.
Yes, I feel very awkward. I'm like,
Yeah, it's so different, I think, seeing a podcast on like TikTok and YouTube. Like, it seems very easy, but you guys don't know the complications that we had to go through to get here today.
wait, we're already doing this whole podcast thing wrong because we haven't even said what our podcast name is.
You're right.
Okay. Name reveal. Okay. So, the name of our podcast is
Desde
El
Corazón.
Corazón.
Oh, that was a little off beat. A little off tune.
Yeah, so the name of our podcast is Desde El Corazón. Shout out to Bad Bunny for sponsoring
inspiration.
this video.
Facts.
Just kidding. Sponsoring this podcast.
I mean, if his team ever wants to sponsor us, let us know.
Yes. But yeah, we saw Bad Bunny. Okay, that's a story for another time. But now I'm just thinking about Bad Bunny now. But we recently just saw him.
We did see him. We saw him for his, what is it?
El último tour del mundo.
Mm-hmm. And it was pretty iconic. Tell them how
Yeah.
we made it there.
Okay, so we're gonna Backtrack. Yes, thank you. We're gonna backtrack to a year ago. It was like a year ago, and it was probably like April of 2020 when the tickets came out, right? El último tour del mundo. I remember I asked to work remote that day because I did not want any distractions. Like, I wanted to be there with my laptop ready
Full
to go.
focus, 100%.
Yeah, we were together.
Mm-hmm.
So 12 p.m. hits, whatever the time was. Me and Emily had been in the waiting line, and I'm pretty sure if you tried getting tickets too, you saw like the 5,000 plus, 2,000, I don't know what it was. Long story short, we did not end up getting tickets. And I remember, like, it used to piss me off low-key, like, thinking about it in the middle of the year, like, damn, we're really not going to go. And we're always like, we're going to wait till the last minute when the tickets are super cheap, right? Well, I think, like, everyone started to get the hang that that's what you're supposed to do after, like, the first concert, and the tickets never got cheap. So we were desperate. And we started looking at contests on Instagram.
Like raffles.
Yeah, like raffles, like post this on your story or whatever. And I think we had entered one already. We lost, whatever. And then that week of, I was like, you know what? I was on Facebook. I was on Instagram looking like Bad Bunny Phoenix. Da-da-da. So, excuse me. Okay, so I find this podcast. Wait, did you found it or I found? I don't remember.
I don't even know. I think both of us had found different raffles. I think this one maybe I found because I saw somebody else, some mutual posted on their story. So I was sending her all the raffles I found. She was sending me all the raffles she found, and collectively we would just enter them both.
Yeah,
for,
like
higher chances.
Like, oh, good morning. Enter the contest now. So it was probably the day before the raffle closed. And I see that on the stories was like, oh, first participant in our raffle. And I was like, what do you mean? So I click on the picture, and I guess they had two raffles going at the same time. So the first one was like the easy one, like, oh, comment and post it on your story. And, you know, that one's easy because it's not embarrassing.
Yeah, like everybody does. I think I had like over 1,000 comments maybe.
And then the second one was that you had to post a 15-second reel on Instagram, like why you wanted to go and like who you were taking or whatever. And only one person had entered.
Which means if it would have stayed that way, they would have been the dead giveaway winners because nobody else competed against them. So that's when she realized, she was like, oh my gosh, like read it again. Look, there's going to be 2 winners, one from the comment section and one from the videos. She was like, we have to make a video. And I was like, no, like, I don't want to make that. So embarrassing. Like, what am I going to say? And like, it's just like, you know, and I think that's probably why a lot of people don't do it, because it's kind of embarrassing, low key. But we talked about it. We were like, you know what? You post a video, I post a video. We have 2 out of 3 chances of winning with this one guy who's entered. And so we were like, all right, let's both film a video and post. And that's what we did that day, like that Thursday before the raffle closed, which was on a Friday when the winners were supposed to be announced.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw this like at 8:30 a.m. Like I had just gotten to work. I was in the restroom, like on my Instagram story. And I saw it and I was like, hell no. I literally got out of the restroom. I went into an empty office and I recorded it. I didn't even look at it. I just posted it. It was like I was wearing like a bun, no makeup. And I had a
mask.
Yeah, I was wearing like a mask. Thank God, because I would have not posted it without it. But I had my mask on and I was like, oh well, nobody's going to see me. It's just going to be my eyes. So I posted it. And then later that day, Emily posted it. And then I think later that day, did somebody else post it? And then
yeah, so we had gone the whole day, well, almost the whole day, right? And we were like, all right, like 2 out of 3 chances, we got this in the bag. We're going to see Bad Bunny, you know, literally, I was out here trying my outfits, and I was like, you know, when they say like be delusional, you know that trend on TikTok, like be delusional, that was what me. I was like trying on my outfits, and I was like, I gotta break in my heels for this concert. I was like doing like a little practice makeup to see how I would do my makeup, even though we hadn't won the tickets yet. Anyway, I think it was later that day where we had all day been refreshing to see if anybody else had been posting a video. And I think it was like that night, or that day. It was the mom.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I was getting my days confused. But yeah, some other lady posted it. And I was like, now we're at 50-50. So then we have to pull out the big guns. My dad.
Hey, buenas tardes. Mi nombre es y me gustaría ser uno de los ganadores del concurso de los boletos de Bad Bunny. Esto sería un regalo para mis hijas que son las fans número 1 y las haría muy feliz. Gracias.
I was like, Appa, like, film a video right now.
Hazlo ahorita mismo.
Yeah. But yeah, so my dad filmed one, and I was like, all right, give me your Instagram login. Because my Mexican dad is not going to know how to post a reel on Instagram. So he gave me his Instagram login, gave me the video, and I did all the work, right? So boom. Okay, we have, keep it down up there. So we had 3 out of 2 entries already. And that was what, 60%. Okay. So yeah, so we had 60%, and I was like, you know what? Like, the odds still aren't really in our favor. I mean, they were, but I'm like, I think we need like one more. Like, we need one more to at least like boost it up, you know?
So that's when we somehow reeled in my boyfriend to also make a video and post it on Instagram. He really did not want to film a video, and we were convincing, like, please film a video. Like, another lady posted, like, if you don't post this, like, our chances are just not as good. So I don't know if we should tell. I feel like it's a little extra.
No?
Okay, this is what we did. So in order to convince him to make the reel, he really did not want to post it on his real Instagram. So we had to make a new Instagram account. And I was like, well, it has to seem believable. So I was like, I've seen before where if you focus on a niche, you can get a specific group of people to follow you rather than just making your personal account and following a bunch of random people, right? So I was like, you know what? Euphoria is popping right now. So why don't I make a Euphoria fan page account, run it real quick for like a few hours, follow all these Euphoria fans, get them to follow me back, and then I just scrap the whole Instagram and revamp it to his, to make it seem like he has followers, and then make him post his video. And that's exactly what we did. So he was out here practicing like 1,000 times, and he finally made it, and we posted it. and he posted it that night as well.
Yeah. So he posted it that night. Like, we had all these Euphoria people watching this random creepo.
They were like, who did I follow?
Yeah,
I can only imagine.
I want to, like, win the Bad Bunny tickets, whatever.
And it seems like, now that I'm saying it out loud, it seems kind of crazy. Like,
but we were, like I mentioned, we were desperate to go to this concert.
It's Bad Bunny. Like, come on.
So, yeah, so what are the odds now? Like, 4 out of 6? I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Like 67%? Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Okay. So I was like, great. We're going to go to sleep. Like, because we posted this, like, at 9 p.m., his video.
It was already late.
And the contest was supposed to end at midnight.
Mm-hmm.
So then, me and Emily, we wake up at like 4:45 a.m. because, you know, we're on that gym grind. That's a story for another time.
Yeah, for another podcast episode.
So, you know, I'm like here nervous. Like, I wake up, like, you know, when you wake up, like, you have something to do, like, you have a test or like a presentation or something. Like, you wake up and you're not even tired. Yeah. So I wake up because I'm nervous. I'm like, this is the day that I'm going to find out if I'm going to win these Bad Bunny tickets. So, you know, first thing I do is I go on their Instagram page, check their tag. Some other girl comes up.
She texts me at like 5, literally tells me in the morning. She's like, go check their Instagram right now. And I'm like, no. I go and check, and a new video had been posted.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember being so mad. I was like, I swear, our, like, chances are, you know, good. But, you know, if another person posts a video, like, come on now. That's 3 versus, well, I guess 3 versus 4, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, the 7.
But still, like, we still had 3 less chances of not winning.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if the math is correctly
I don't know if the math is math.
I don't know if the math is math, whatever.
Something
I can't
like
talk right now. Okay. But yeah, so whatever. Oh, well, we can't do anything about it, right? So, I'm at work, and my mom is texting me, my dad, my sister. Me and Emily are like, when are they going to post it? I had, like, their post notifications
Me too,
on.
and
like,
I didn't get any notification at all.
I did. Like, I remember I was at work, and I was talking to this girl, and I was like, no, shh. Like, I need to go on this live right now. Like, they just, I'm like, oh, my God, I, like, not applied, but, like, I, like, entered to this Bad Bunny concert. Like, I'm going to go see if I'm about to win them. And so me and this girl at work are, like, watching it. And funny story, the people that won, like, the story is actually our friends.
Yeah.
So we actually know the girls that won the first pair of tickets. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And, okay, so up next was, like, the video. And my Instagram live freezes. So then the girl that was with me, she was like, tell me, like, the law firms, because it was the law firm that was raffling off the tickets. She's like, tell me their Instagram. Like, let's see. Hopefully, like, we join on time to view it. And all I hear is my last name. And it turns out that my dad had won the tickets.
He won the tickets for us, you guys. His video was the winning video because they thought it was sweet.
Yeah. And, you know, like, I texted my parents, and I was like, oh, my God, ganamos, whatever. And then, like, you know, I had my dad's Instagram on my phone because I was the one that was posting the video, and I get this message from the law firm, like, oh, like, mucho gusto hablar con usted. I don't know, something like that. Like, I think I'm saying that grammatically wrong.
fue un placer hablar con usted.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
But I was like, what? Like, do they mean, like, through the video? Like, you know, is that, like, I don't know, I was kind of confused. So then I called my dad. He's like, oh, sí, ya le hablé el abogado, and, like, he already told me how to get the tickets. Like, da-da-da. So my dad over here was already calling the law firm up. Like, oh, yeah.
He was on it. He was not ready to play. He was not going to lose these tickets. He was like, I'm getting these.
Yeah, so, yeah, we got the tickets.
Yeah. She called me, and she's a little bit of a prankster. She loves to joke around. So she called me, and she was like, like, we won the tickets, we won. And I was like, no way. Like, the first thing that popped in, I was like, no way. You're lying, you're messing around. Because I think the day before you had pranked me and you were like, guess what? I won
Oh,
Bad
yeah.
Bunny tickets.
I got home from work. I was like, sis, I won Florida tickets to Bad Bunny. She's like, real? I'm like, yeah. I'm like,
I got so
was like,
sad.
just
I was
kidding.
like, wow, that was a joke. So this second time around, I was like, no, I'm not falling for it. I'm not going to get my hopes up. She's like, I'm being dead ass. Check their Instagram. They did a whole live. And I was like, no, because I had my notifications on and I would have seen it. I've been waiting. And I was at lunch with my little sister. And that's when I go and like see everything. And then I was like, oh my God, we won. We're seeing Bad Bunny. And that's literally how we got to see Bad Bunny for free.
Mm-hmm.
So amazing, amazing story, chef's kiss. We sat up on the, like the very last row of the venue.
We were touching the ceiling
Literally.
of that stadium.
Yeah, like it was very far. From El
Like,
Conejo
low
Malo.
key, I couldn't see him half the time.
Yeah,
Like,
I needed my glasses. But you know what? I had the best time
Yeah,
ever.
it was a
and
vibe,
It was
like-
so much fun. So much fun. Tell them what was your favorite song?
well, I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen the TikToks
Yeah.
of like Zafaera. Like, back then I used to be like, oh yeah, whatever, Zafaera. Like, it's not like a song that you listen to like day to day. Like, I'm not here like at work, like, aquí you gotta, like, that's like a little too
I'm
much.
like, speak for yourself.
That's like a little too much for like the day to day life.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, oh, like it like takes me back and like
you get flashbacks.
yeah, and like the crowd was just so lit, and like I'm pretty sure you guys saw that like Bad Bunny tweeted Phoenix, like I don't know, like the energy there was
It
like,
was just
yeah,
at a
euphoric.
different level. And, we both actually went to his concert when he came the last time, like 3 years ago now, 2
Yeah.
years ago. And it was also a lot of fun, but the energy this time around was just so much different. I mean, it was bigger venue, more people. His albums, he played like all of his songs from both albums. So yeah, it was just a whole different vibe and experience. And we're gonna go see him in September.
Yeah. We did get tickets for that.
Yeah,
And
we did
low-key,
secure.
those tickets are pretty good too for the price that we got.
Yeah.
So.
And we were lucky with that. So we're excited to see
Yeah.
him again. But if his team, how did we get into it? Because if his
I
team
know,
wants to sponsor
like,
us, we're here.
Yeah, this is like free promo right here, Bad Bunny. You're welcome.
Yeah.
You're being talked
His
about
new,
by
his new album is coming out. I
Desde
don't know
El
when.
Corazón.
His new album's coming out. I don't know
Yeah.
when, but it's coming out soon.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's our little story of how we got to see Bad Bunny.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't even know how we got into this Bad Bunny.
I don't know either.
conversation.
I don't think that was our intention
Yeah.
at first, but you know what? It was good. It was a good.
It was a good like icebreaker
Yeah,
into
good
this
little-
podcast.
You know.
All right, welcome back from commercials. We don't have a sponsor yet, but if you would like to fill these 30-second gaps, it's gonna cost you $10,000. Just kidding.
Oh shit. We're trying to become millionaires.
For real, I like my job.
Pay us our bag, okay?
Yeah.
We'll
I
sponsor.
like my job, but I want the extra little cash, like the amount of money it took to get this setup up, it's not just this microphone, it was a lot.
I think that's what we were going to talk about a little bit.
Yeah.
Because how this podcast came to be. I know you guys are all dying to know. Our one listener's dying to know how we came to be. How we are sitting here in this very moment filming a podcast. And honestly, this was very spontaneous. And I don't know, I feel like we go through phases where we get kind of like bored with life and we're like, let's do something new. So one day after coming back from the gym, like I said, we'll do a podcast on gym life because we're gym rats.
Yeah.
But we came back from the gym and we were talking and we were like, you know what, why don't we start a podcast? At first it was like kind of a joke. And then we were like, no, like dead ass, let's start a podcast, let's do it. So I feel like it gave me purpose again in life because I felt like I had something to do. And I started researching. She did her research. We were both like, all right, let's figure out how we can make this come true. And that's when we just started going crazy on Amazon.
Yes. The Amazon guy was at our apartment 3 times in one day.
I know. Don't cancel us for using Amazon. But no, for real, like, I think he was literally here every single day, at least twice a day. And it was because...
For like a week straight.
Yeah, because, I'm not, like, very good with all this tech stuff. So I think muchas cosas se te pasan. Like, you're like, oh, I didn't know I needed this until you get it. So that's what had happened with us. So we'd gotten a bunch of stuff, and then we were like, oh, no, like, we need this, and then we need that, and then we need this. So it was just a whole fiasco, basically. But yeah, I think literally we started brainstorming this like maybe 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago. And like we were like, oh yeah, we're gonna have the first video recorded on Saturday, March 19th.
Mm-hmm.
It is now Tuesday, March 22nd, which I mean, it's not that far out.
It's not that bad.
But it was supposed to come in. It was supposed to come in on Saturday. It didn't come until Sunday. Like, shit was getting delayed.
Yeah.
And then we got it on Sunday. Yeah, right? And then...
we got it on Sunday, and I think we started to mess around with it, and then we realized that we needed batteries.
Yeah. Oh, that was the thing. We didn't have batteries. I was like, bro, you're not
who needs this? I know.
This $160 thing does not come with batteries.
Yeah.
So then we had to wait another day. It came in at 4 or 5 a.m., the batteries.
Right before the gym.
Yeah.
Gotta let y'all know we've been going to the gym early.
So yeah, the batteries came in. So then on Monday night, we were like all playing with it and like doing some ASMRs.
If you guys want us to do a podcast in ASMR, please let us know.
In the description, in the comment sections,
let us know.
Yeah, so we were doing some like ASMR videos because those are fun. And why did we end up buying?
The thing is that we originally were like, oh, let's get headphones, and we were like, let's not, and we ended up getting them, obviously. But when we first bought our first interface, by the way, we have 2 interfaces, we realized that there was a lot of static noise in the background, which there actually is some right now as well, which the second audio interface didn't fix that. That wasn't the issue. I think it's just the location we're in right now, but that was our issue. So we thought something was wrong with the interface. We're like, oh, shit, we got a shitty interface. Yeah. Like, we spent all this money. Now we got to get a new one. So that was our issue, and that's why we didn't end up going with the first one. But I like the second one better anyway because I can do a little bit of this.
Ew, that is so ugly.
Okay, so yeah, I like this one better.
Wait, what is this one? Oh. Awkward. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry, one more. Yeah, so... Oh, wait. Okay. So now this interface has all these cool features, like, woo! Oh, wait, I couldn't find the pause. Oh, well, okay, but you get the point. So we now have 2 interfaces, but the good thing about the first one was that it gave us, like, this set of mics, which the other one only came with 1, I think, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, we got, like, the good in each. So
pros and cons, so... What matters is that we're all set up, and it's a few days later than we thought, but we're here anyway. So we're very excited to film our podcast. A little bit nervous, you can tell.
I know.
We poured ourselves a little bit of wine,
to get like that.
Los nervios.
What is that like? Alcohol. I don't know, actually.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, me neither.
Where that was going. Okay, so, so I guess in this first episode, we kind of just wanted to tell you guys who we are, how we met, how we got here. Before this podcast, how did we meet? Yes. Who are we? Actually, you know what? First, who are we? And then how did we meet? You can go first.
Okay, well, like I mentioned before, my name is Mari. And I am from a small town in Arizona. And I actually moved to the big city, the Big Apple of
She's
Phoenix.
A city girl now, guys.
Yeah, I'm a city girl now. But I moved here in 2017, and I've been here since. But I moved here for school, so, my little 18-year-old self, like day 3, fresh, 18. Packing my bags, moving 3 hours away from home.
Yeah.
And, Yeah, I came to ASU. For those who don't know, that's Arizona State University.
Forks up, baby.
Go Devils. But yeah, so I came to ASU. I graduated last May with my Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Compliance and Regulations. Hey, I'm not done. I know I made just hella long.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, so I graduated, and now I'm just working my full-time job. And
She's getting her bag, you guys.
Yeah.
She's an adult, okay?
maybe not the bag, maybe the clutch. Yeah, I'm getting the clutch. But yeah, I'm, from 8 to 5 p.m. I am getting that clutch. And then from 5 to 10 p.m. I'm doing homework because I'm actually getting my master's right now. So.
We love an educated queen, okay? I don't have the stats in front of me, but do you know how many Latinas are getting their master's? How many Latinas have their master's degree?
I don't know.
Me neither. I know it's a small percentage, though, okay? I'm not sure. I think it's, I'm not even going to say because somebody, as if we have listeners, somebody's going to quote me and be like, well, Emily said that the percentage was like 15%. I don't know what the percentage is, but I have heard it before, and I know that it's very small, so congratulations on getting your master's.
Thanks, sis. I mean, that's like a
little brief.
The gist.
Yeah, so my name is Emily. I was born and raised here in Arizona. Grew up here, went to school I'm like, where did I go to school? No, I grew up in Arizona, first generation, and I went to ASU, and now I work full time. There's a little hobby on the side, trying to get my bag in the nighttime, But yeah, I don't know. I'm the oldest. My parents are both from Mexico, so I don't know. That's kind of like a little bit of background, but we both went to ASU, so that's how we met, I guess. And if you want to do you want to get into the nitty gritty of it, how we really met?
Okay. Well, it was one drunken night. I'm just kidding. When was it? It was our sophomore year of college, 2019.
That seems like yesterday, but also so long ago.
But if you think about it, that's 3 years ago.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Wait, was it? Yeah, that was 3 years ago. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, so spring semester of 2019, I had friends, but not really. I had the friends that I knew from Yuma, but I didn't have friends that I knew here and I made here. So that semester, I was like, you know what? I want to, meet people on campus and more Latinos or whatever. Yeah, so my scholarship in my undergrad, one of the scholars there was in this sorority. And I remember the semester before, she was presenting it, to the rest of the scholars. And she's like, yeah, I'm in this sorority, whatever. It's Latina-based, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, my gosh, that seems so cool. I'm going to tell her. So then the next semester rolls around, and she sends me all the events, all the rush events and stuff. And then I go and, I go by myself because I didn't have any friends. And then you can take it away.
Yeah, so, kind of similar. I had stumbled across, sorority life, Greek life, or whatever through Instagram because I had been longing for this, connection to my Latino people. I grew up in a very white area, so there were no people that looked like me, talked like me, nothing. And when I came to the school, it's so big, and I was like, there has to be people here that are like me. I will not accept the fact that there are people here that, how? This school is so big, there has to be someone out there, right? So I stumbled across Greek life. I started going to the events, and that's when I started going to the events of the same sorority, and we both ended up rushing the same year and semester. So we joined the same sorority at the same time and became sisters, and then, that's kind of how we met, I guess, our, what's the word? I don't remember.
That's a word.
I don't know, I don't know what word I'm trying to say, but that's how we met, basically, through the sorority. So it's been 3 years. We're old now.
I know.
We're old now. We
Excuse me, I
graduated.
burped.
We're old now. We graduated. We're full-time employees. You know, we've come a long way, and now we're roommates. So
Yeah.
it's been a long time. But yeah, that's how we met, I guess. Am I missing anything?
No, I think that's it.
But yeah, that's just kind of a quick little background on how we met, who we are. We're excited to start this podcast and connect with our fellow Latinas out there.
Or Latinos.
Or Latinos, our community, whoever.
Latinx.
Los que sean, están bienvenidos. So we're excited. And I guess this podcast, I don't know, really, I think we just wanted to talk about life.
Yeah.
And the things we've gone through, the things we long for. I don't know, all deep, all sentimental, but, you know, just getting through life, basically. You know, we're young, we're hot.
No, don't say that.
We're
young,
successful.
we're educated, we're successful.
We're educated, okay? So, I don't know, it was just, basically just to, like, talk and, like,
Yeah,
connect.
you know, I love talking.
Yeah.
And even though Emily has already heard like 1,000 like these stories multiple times, because I'd be like saying the same stories over and over again, because I already told her everything, so I just need to tell her again and refresh it in her brain.
Yeah. We gotta do a little recap.
But it's like, you know, like you go through stuff and you're like, damn, like I wish I could tell somebody
I
else.
wish I had
Like,
someone
yeah.
to tell. Yeah.
I mean, like we told each other, but like, oh my god, like this story like deserves.
Like, people need to know.
Yeah. Like, as if we're that interesting,
Yeah.
right? But, yeah, you know, it's just like, oh my gosh, we think it's cool, and we just want to share it with you guys.
Yeah.
So that's all it is.
So that's basically kind of our hopes for this podcast. So hopefully we'll be dropping something once a week. That's our goal.
Yes.
Hopefully we get the hang of this whole editing and filming.
I'm like
and get
scared, yeah, for that
it.
part.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes, but hopefully
Yeah, like
once a week.
I'm afraid to look back at this and like see
like,
myself.
ew.
And I'm like, ew, please do not put that in.
But you know what? We can't be hard on ourselves
Yeah.
because this is the first podcast. I feel like once we get more comfortable, it'll be easier. And right now, I feel like we're like extra judgmental on everything because we've never done this before. So hopefully it's not as bad as it sounds. And shout out to our first listeners.
Oh.
Shout out to you for finding us. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it, right? Unless there's
I
something.
think so, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you have any
Suggestions,
video suggestions,
questions.
Yeah, and like we'll do a broad variety. Like
Yeah.
we'll do some ASMR.
Yeah, we can do a little bit of ASMR.
Like some games.
Yeah, if you have any comments, suggestions, anything, questions, let us know so we can
Yes.
prepare for it.
Yeah, and we are going to link our podcast Instagram and our podcast. What else do we have?
Podcast TikTok.
TikTok.
Yeah.
That's what it is. TikTok. That way you guys can follow us
Yes.
and then.
Keep up, see when we
Mhm.
post little
Yes.
clips. And yeah,
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
sounds so professional.
I know.
But yeah, leave a comment down in the subscription box.
Subscribe, turn your post notifications on, you guys.
Yes, and
Click that little bell.
hopefully, don't quote me on this, but hopefully you're able to hear this podcast. It'll be way easier on YouTube to do, but
Mhm.
also we are hoping that we're able to post this on Spotify
Yes.
and Apple Podcasts. Yeah, so it's gonna be Desde El Corazón podcast.
Yes.
We just need to figure out how we're gonna get it on there.
We'll see if it
Yes.
gets there.
Yeah, because I'm kind of scared.
If you're hearing this on Spotify or Apple Podcasts,
Then we
it
made
got
it.
there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Thank you to our listeners for listening.
Y'all are like experiencing history right now. Like, you're
Literally.
gonna sit there and be like, I am the first listener of Desde El Corazón podcast. Because right now, like, I'm not even telling my parents. Like, that's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like,
We
okay,
really haven't
whatever.
told many people,
Yeah,
to be
'cause-
honest, because we're like, we're not sure how this is gonna play out.
Yeah, I know. So, you know, I don't know. This may be the first video. This may be the last.
Yeah.
Who knows? Yeah.
We'll see. Dun dun dun.
Oh, wait. This may be the first, or this may be the last. Just
What is that supposed to
I
mean?
don't know. I was trying to do like a scary one, but there's not one. So yeah, that was boring, but like I kind of don't like that one. It's a little too harsh.
Me neither. You know, in the future we can add our own
Yeah.
And we can make our own.
So if you're a DJ out there, like, just kidding.
Also, if anybody out there knows how to make a jingle,
Yeah.
Or an
'cause
intro?
I was like, how do you do that?
Yeah.
Or like
We're
you're
not sure.
creative enough.
yes,
Because
we
I
love
don't
that.
know.
We love creative artists. Hit our line. All right. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in and listening. We are Desde El Corazón podcast.
Bye.